It's about to get a little hot in here, maybe even a little frosty. And I'm not talking about the Wendy's beverage, if you know what I mean. That's right, friends. We're going to talk a little bit about Hot Frosty because I just watched it. It's time to get into the holiday spirit. And what better way than a crazy rom-com about a chick who wants to bang a Frosty the Snowman? Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Well, I watched it, so maybe you can, or maybe you won't. But let's take a look. This movie is just wild. So Netflix did this thing, apparently, and I did not know this. Because when I do reviews, I mostly do reviews on like Max and Netflix and Amazon Prime and things like that. But little did I know that Lacey Chabert from such films as Mean Girls is a Hallmark darling and has her own bunch of Hallmark movies. Well, they brought her onto Netflix just like they got Lindsay Lohan. And there's an interesting connection there. So now she did this movie called Hot Frosty with her and Dustin Milligan. And yeah, it's a movie. It's a thing that I watched. A red knitted scarf. That's all that Dusty Milligan's sexy snowman Jack is wearing when the audience first meets him. It's a very thirsty movie. It's a lot of implied sexual innuendo. They don't go too hard into how hard he is as far as being a snowman, but he's literally a snowman who gets just like Frosty the Snowman, but instead of a top hat, he gets a scarf, and that makes him alive. And all of a sudden, this hot dude who's on all the Mexican supplements that he could find. Who knew Frosty would take so many supplements? Anyway, he runs around naked until he runs into Lacey Chabert, who is a widow. Nothing more uplifting in Christmas time than a widow and a paragon of her local community as she brings the snow sculpture to life. It's very cringy, but it's not as bad as it could have been because it's not crazy serious, and it's just a little ridiculous. And a lot of people it's very horny. I must tell you, it's a little horny. More than a little horny. And I do think the actors do a good job. While I don't think Dustin Milligan is a 10, I've seen him with a beard, and I think he looks better with a beard. But that being said, I mean, he's the hottest guy in this town, right? So all the old ladies are like, oh, you got to come over. Apparently, he's very naive, but he can learn things quick by watching almighty and powerful YouTube. And he starts learning things, and he's like a handyman. So the older women in town are like, "Oh, come and give me some of that topless handyman action." It's pretty funny. Again, not the greatest movie in the world, but it's not bad. I had fun theorizing about how they could potentially have intercourse if she's a regular human being and he's a snowman. Why doesn't everybody else in town just make their own snow people and bring them to life? But apparently the internet has deemed her the queen of Christmas because she's done over a dozen Christmas movies for Hallmark. And that's her niche. And then one of the most hilarious things is what the heck? She was a Hallmark darling for years. There's a recent age discrimination lawsuit filed by casting director alleges that the actor's future with the channel may be in jeopardy. Lacey's getting older, and we have to find someone like her to replace her as she gets older. What? How dare you say that? Look at Lindsay Lohan. She's there, and she shows up I guarantee you that if this is a hit, there will be a crossover, because there's a part where they're watching Lindsay Lohan's 2023 Netflix holiday film, and they show all this in the trailer, so I'm not giving away much. Falling for Christmas, and quips, "That's so funny. It looks like a girl I went to high school with because they were Mean Girls." I think they're going to do a crossover, and it would be like the world will now finally end. Let's just check out for fun. For funsies, what does Rotten Tomatoes have to say? Well, I cannot believe, I review a lot of stuff, and not that Rotten Tomatoes is the end-all be-all, but 11 people already reviewed it. Less than 50 reviews on the tomato meter. I think it's going to do pretty good. People seem to like Sherbert, and this was a wholesome movie, just very horny. And Craig Robinson's in it. He's fine. He does a good job. There's some other guy, I think he used to be on SNL. But 100% with 11 reviews, I'm shocked. Not shocked, but it is very kind of self-aware. And it makes good use of a very limited budget. There are no special effects in this. Joe Latrulio, I know I've seen him in stuff. Oh, he's from... oh my gosh, he's best known for those like that cop show, right? For sure, this is his highest rated movie. He's in Superbad, Wreck-It Ralph. I know he's known for some crazy TV show where he plays like a cop, but I don't remember it. He was from the state, but he's good in it. I like him. I thought he was funny. I wish I could remember what he was in. He was in Drunk History, Brooklyn 999. He's a guy who does things, the thing. Reno 911. That's what I know him from. And obviously, you guys know. Look at this. Craig Ferguson doesn't even get like top billing. He's like one of the main characters. He plays the local sheriff, who's a little overzealous, and you may know him from The Office. So, if you're looking for some sort of weird rom-com, and I don't normally review these, but Noob refused for some reason, and probably because he's full of age discrimination in his heart, I thought this was kind of silly and goofy. It did not, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it did not follow the plot that I thought would happen. And it's, I thought it'd be a real tearjerker, but they didn't quite get there. But it is funny to watch all these women get all sexually charged over a snowman. And then she's like, "Oh, when I touch you, you're so cold." Whoa. Well, he's also very stiff, ladies. So anyway, I don't know. I just felt like making some silly jokes. Tell me what you guys thought if you got to see this. Is this something you like to do over the holidays? Do you like to watch these silly rom-coms? Just in time. It's not quite like wintry mix yet, but it's exciting to have a reminder. It's the holidays and some good stuff. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for letting me review it. Thanks for checking this out. I do appreciate it. Probably one of the few channels across all of YouTube that's even reviewing this thing. So thanks again, and I am on to the next one.
Thanks for catching the video. Be sure to join our channel to get the education you deserve. Make sure you check out our shorts, live streams, and catch us on all the socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe.